Shooters, welcome back to the Shooters Bay. It's your host Cooter. Today we're going to take a look at an EDC item, cell phone, smartphone. That's definitely part of your everyday carry. I don't know too many people who walk around without one, so it's definitely everyday carry. Without further ado, let's go ahead and break in this and take a look. I already unboxed and set it up and played around with it so I can give you my thoughts on it. So it's going to come in two colors. You're going to get purple or blue. This is the Samsung Galaxy Note 9 in blue. So when you get the blue Note, you're going to get a yellow S Pen. It only comes in two colors, blue or purple. The purple is going to come with a purple S Pen. This is the 128 gigabyte model. This is unlocked. I got this directly from Samsung. I didn't go through T-Mobile this time. Samsung had a good promotion. If you pre-ordered this phone, you got the AKG wireless Bluetooth headphones for free. They're valued at over 200 bucks. I just looked at my shipping information. Those are shipped. They should be here in a couple days. We're going to take a look at those when they come in. So that's the outer sleeve with all the information on the box. I'm going to show you now what comes in the box. Go ahead and get the light on for this one. You're going to get your MHL. This is your connector for transferring your data. On one end, you got your USB Type-C, and then you got your USB. You got your fast charging brick. You got your wireless headphones with your braided cable, and these are tuned by AKG. You got your charging cable, which is USB to USB Type-C. Okay. You got your spare replacement pen tips and tip puller. And you're going to get your replacement buds for your headphones. That's everything that comes in the box. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look around. So basically, let me shine this up a little bit for y'all. Still a little smudgy. This glass back is a fingerprint magnet. It's going to pull in all kinds of crazy fingerprints. So let me get the light down, guys. I'm sorry about that. It's too much light. It's glaring. All right, so right here you're going to have your fingerprint sensor, your dual camera setup with your flash, and this is your heart rate sensor. Okay, beautiful blue. You got your power button. You got your volume up and down. You got your Bixby button. You got your headphone jack, your USB Type-C, noise cancellation mic, speaker, and how could I forget? You got the S Pen. Okay, now you can actually write on the screen, so you can take a note without even unlocking the phone. So if you're talking to somebody, you got to jot something down, just go ahead and write it on the screen, and you can save it to notes. Boom, and it's right there. And okay, so that's your pen window. This is all the things you can do with the pen. You can add shortcuts. Pretty nice. Now we're not going to dive too deep into the UI on this video. We are going to do another video where we're coming back and I ain't pulled that plastic off the side. Oops. All right, so we're going to do another video where we dive into the UI and really go through this thing. But for now, this is more the unboxing and just taking a look around the hardware and just going over a few key things. So basically, you got I think this is a 16.4 inch display. It's really high res. I'm not sure exactly what the numbers are. I'm not really a huge spec guy. All I know is that it's a nice phone and it's a very powerful phone. It's got a new battery. It's got a 4,000. Samsung upped it from, I think last year on the Note 8, you was looking at 3,400 milliamp hours. This year you got 4,000 milliamp hours. So this will get you through all day. No problem. I don't think you're going to have any troubles getting through all day with this, even with moderate usage. Now with the Note 8, it could have went all day, but it was light to moderate usage. This one, you can go all day, moderate to heavy usage, and it should get you home. They improved the camera sensor, so this is the same camera sensor from the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. So let's take a look at some of the other notable improvements from the Note 8. So you got the slightly bigger screen. better camera setup. You got Bluetooth functionality. I forgot to tell you about that. You have Bluetooth functionality on the S Pen. I'm going to show you that real quick with the camera. You can actually do it with. So right here, we're going to go ahead and open the camera app. So that's the camera app. And we're going to snap a picture using just the S Pen. See, I pushed the little button on the S Pen, watch. And you can do it at a distance. I'm going to move away from the phone. Boom. Beautiful. And you can actually control the music. You can control your music with the S Pen too. Let me go ahead and close that back out. Wait a minute. I'm trying to do this from behind the camera. There we go. The S Pen now runs on Bluetooth. It's got a battery in it, so the S Pen is good for 30 minutes. If you need to recharge it, just stick it back in the silo for 1 minute, and it'll fully charge for 30 minutes off of 1 minute of charge time. I still like the fact that Samsung includes that headphone jack. I don't use it a lot, but it's nice that it's there. I like to see these manufacturers, when they charge more for the phone, don't take things away, add more. If you're going to charge more, give more. Don't take away. I wish Samsung wouldn't have took away the IR blaster for controlling TVs and things like that. That feature came in handy because I was able to control my air conditioner in my room. I was able to control my TV with it. You could set it up to control a lot of different things, your cable box. So I wish that was some functionality that they never took away from it, because although you may lose your TV remote, nobody's going to lose their phone. So that's a remote that you would have always had with you. There's some TVs now with web OS and things like that where you can still control them with the phone, but it's not the same. So the phone costs $1,000, and this isn't the cheapest one. The most expensive one is $1,250. That's going to give you 512 gigabytes of storage and 8 gig of RAM. This one is 128 with 6 gig of RAM. To me, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. My Note 8 was a 64 gig model, and I didn't even fill it, and I didn't even put a micro SD card in it. Now that's something else. You can add up to a 512 micro SD card in this. So if you got the 512 model and then drop the 512 SD card in, you're rocking over 1 terabyte of storage in your pocket. That's insane to even think about that. I remember years ago, I mean, the base model for a phone like this was like 16 to 32 gigabytes. Look at where we are now. Everybody started complaining, putting pressure on the developers, and they got on it. So this is my take on the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. On the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. Should you upgrade if you already got a Note 8 or an S9 Plus? I would say if your Note 8 is running good and it's not giving you any problems, and you don't really see the upgrades on this as major upgrades, which they really aren't. Most upgrades on cell phones are incremental, except for like a major overhaul, like the Samsung Galaxy Note 8 to the Note 5. That was a huge upgrade because you got your expendable storage back. I'm not even going to count the Note 7 because that was a fiasco. So if your Note 8 is running fine, I would say no, don't upgrade. My Note 8 was running great, but I'm actually going to give that Note 8 to someone for a present. So I've decided to go ahead and upgrade, and I upgrade every year. So it doesn't really matter to me whether it's an incremental upgrade or not. I've been rocking these Samsung Galaxy Notes every year since the Note 2. But if your Note 8 is running good and you're happy with it, this is just a minor upgrade. Something else to take note of on this one is different from the Note 8 and all the other Samsung flagships is, except for the S9 Plus, you got 2 speakers on this one. You got a speaker on the bottom and a speaker and earpiece. So you got dual speakers with Dolby Atmos sound. So you're going to get a better listening experience. And when you hold it, depending on how you're holding the phone, you're not going to muffle the sound coming out of it. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let's fire up YouTube. Let's throw a YouTube video on real quick. So let's cover up the bottom speaker.
Okay, so salute to everyone.
So you still can hear it. Now the speaker on the top is not as loud, but it's loud enough. Now that sounds pretty good, right?
One of my videos, I clicked on the
So
link.
let me go ahead and get rid of that. So that's something to think about. So here's the differences that I can think of. You're going to get the Bluetooth capability with the S Pen. You're going to get dual speakers, finally. You're going to get more memory. You're going to get 128 instead of 64 for the base, so you may or may not need SD cards. The RAM stays the same from the Note 8 to the Note 8 to the Note 9, so you're not getting a bump there unless you opt for the higher end model. The screen is just a touch bigger. The resolution is about the same. You're going to get a bump on the camera specs. You're going to get that's pretty much the big draw. You're going to get the Bluetooth on the S Pen. You're going to get the Dolby Atmos with the dual speakers. That's the big thing right there. And you're going to get the bump in storage. If you don't need that, stick with the Note 8. Or stick with your S9 Plus and wait for the Note 10. I think Samsung is going to do something special for that 10th phone. Whether they do what Apple did with the iPhone X, a full redesign, something totally different, we just got to wait and see. But I really do think they're going to do something nice for that Note 10. If it's going to be called the Note 10. But that would be really cool if they called it the Note X or the Note something to celebrate this phone's 10th year. But this is Cooter. I just wanted to show you guys the Samsung Galaxy Note 9. I think it's a great phone. Premium build. It's expensive, so if you got the coin, and you don't have to worry about dropping all the money down. Most carriers, in fact, all the major carriers got like financing type of deals where you go in there, put a couple dollars down, and you just pay it into your bill, and you can get the phone. If that's not your thing, you can buy it outright or just skip this and go with something a little bit cheaper. Right now, you can get a Note 8 for $750. I think that's a hell of a deal for a Note 8. You can, I know at least with T-Mobile, you can get a Note 8 for $750 all day right now. So that's something to consider too. If you're in the market for a smartphone this big with the S Pen to give you that extra level of productivity. But I say if your Note 8 isn't making it through the day, and you don't want to be tied down to portable battery packs, you want all day battery life, go ahead and check this phone out. This is Cooter. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.